Hey, I'm going to take this opportunity to talk about Sammy Harrell as far as a coach who impacted me. Um, when I was at Brenham, we we were good. We were a good football team for sure. And but our coverage, we ran man coverage. We just manned up everybody, and you get that guy, and if he catches the ball, that's your fault. And of course we coached him up, obviously, but I'm just saying that was our mentality. Everybody do your job. You guys get those guys, and then we'll do this in here. And I'll never forget Coach West, Glenn West, coming to me. I was a defensive guy, and he said, "Coach, you know, we we probably need to learn some zone defense and some zone coverage." And I said, "All right, Coach. If I mean whatever you say, I mean." If Coach West said it, I believe it. Now let me tell you, and so we decided after that year, there was a team that beat us, and then that team went on to play actually Sammy and them in state championship, and they both ran zone coverage, and I think maybe that had something to do with it. I think, and of course Glenn, he's such an amazing, he wants to win, and he's willing to do whatever we need to do to win and put the work in. And I was appreciative that he came in and said that. So we go and talk to Coach Harrell and his staff, and we talked to Sammy. Harrell let us go and talk with Coach Willingham, or Willie as they call him, and Coach Morrow, Steve Morrow. And so we went and we met with them, and they showed us how to run zone stuff. And what's amazing about that is, I find Sammy Harrell to be one of the most amazing men I've ever known, quite frankly. And he didn't mind sharing and teaching us that we could have been playing them in the state championship. We were in the same division. We were at Brenham. They were Ennis. I mean, we could have very well been playing each other. But I was always real tight and close to the vest, and I think there's some merit to that. But Sammy just, I don't know. Sammy was an amazing guy, and I appreciated him being willing to share and try to make us better. And you could tell. I mean, Sammy cared about people, and he cared about us. And of course, he and Glenn were friends, and I'm sure that had something to do with it. But anyway, and then one last thing. Later on in my career, Coach Harrell, I just needed some advice, and he took my call and said, "Yeah, call me, whatever." So I called him, and he gave me some good advice at that time. And to me, Sammy was, man, he was a rock star, so to speak. And I mean, he to me he was a guru. I mean, he's putting in offensive formations. I'm like, wow, I never even seen that offensive formation. It was good stuff, and it ended up, that the gun, with a pistol back behind him and a guy beside the quarterback. We'd never seen that set, and all of a sudden Sammy's running it in the semifinal game, and next thing you know, everybody's running that set. But anyway, my point is, here's this guy who I think is absolutely brilliant, and he's willing to talk to me on the phone and just give me some advice about coaching. He's I don't know, that meant a lot to me. It had a big impact on me, and it helped me to be that way too with other people. Down to earth, trying to help folks. And anyway, I love me some Sammy Harrell.